Hello friends, in today's video I will be discussing the ideal combination of two indicators, Awesome Oscillator and Aroon. In the video I will be trading both 1 and 2 minutes trades in real time, and I will discuss the reasons why I trade on different time frames. I start by setting up the Awesome Oscillator, changing its periods to 9 and 33, and save. The second main indicator of the method is Aroon. Let's increase the period to 40. Thicken the lines and save. Now I set up 1 minute Japanese candles, and trading time will be also 1 or 2 minutes. And before starting a trade, I select currency pairs. In the video I will explain in detail when I trade on a 1 minute time frame and when on 2 minutes time frame, and what factors I consider when opening a position. Let's open a position in a downward direction, and first of all I look at the Awesome Oscillator candles, which must necessarily have downward facing candles, and the color of the candle does not matter. The main thing is that the direction is down. The size of the candle does not matter either, whether it's going up or down. Again, the main thing is the direction of the candle. When I open a position with a 2 minute interval, I also look at whether a counter candle has been made. That is, when I want to open a position in a downward direction, in this case a green candle should be made, and then I enter the trade. When I say a green candle should be made, I don't mean the Awesome Oscillator candles. In this case I mean only the Japanese candles. I also take into account the second indicator, I mean Aroon, because without a simultaneous combined signal of these two indicators I just don't open a position. I will talk about the second indicator and how I open the right positions on the next trades, because I'm running out the time. I will also talk about when it's worth opening a position with a 2 minute time frame and when with a 1 minute time frame. And great, it's so good to have the first profit. I open a 2 minute position again in the upward direction, and I want to tell you why I opened 2 minute position right now. First of all, I want to expand on when I trade with a 2 minute time frame interval and when with a 1 minute time frame. The Aroon indicator is directly related to the time I open a position. If the red and blue lines of the Aroon indicator cross each other, and at this time I also have a signal from the Awesome Oscillator in a specific direction. In this case I open a position with a 2 minutes interval, because after the crossing of the Aroon lines only the 2 minute time interval worked the best for me, and I decided so. As I already told you, now you can see the Awesome Oscillator candles rising above the platform, and here we also have the crossing of the Aroon indicator lines. Of course, after the signals of these two indicators, I wait for the next candle to form an opposite candle. That is, in this case it's a red candle, and then I open a position in the upward direction, of course with a 2 minutes time interval. And let's wait a little bit more and see how things will develop. excellent. The trade ended quite convincingly, and I love it. Again, I caught a very good moment and opened a position in the upward direction, this time with a 1 minute time interval. And I want to tell you right now why I did this. When I opened a position, it was good that the Awesome Oscillator candles had just started to move in a specific direction. In this case, they have just started to move in an upward direction, and this is one of the main factors why I opened a position in the upward direction. Also, when I open a position in any direction, at that moment, the blue and red lines of the Aroon indicator should not intersect each other. I think everything is going so well. Beautiful. Successful trading again and again. That's cool. This time I open a position in the downward direction, of course, with a 1 minute time interval. When I open a position with a 1 minute time interval, I take into account the fact that the newer the Awesome Oscillator signal is, the stronger it is in the specific direction in which it gives me a signal. This time, this direction is downward. As you probably already understood, one of the decisive factors is the crossing of the Aroon lines, and as you have already seen, when I opened the position, the Aroon lines did not cross each other, and this was a good 1 minute signal. And I like the things going on the platform. It's good that I won, but this profit doesn't look very convincing. That's why I'm still trading here, because both indicators give me an excellent signal to open a position in the downward direction. So I'm continuing to trade and discuss the method in more depth, because this method seems simple, but it requires great trading discipline and careful study, because opening any wrong position will lead to a loss. Personally, I consider any method very carefully and observe it with a cold mind, because this allows me to make the right decisions. First of all, it's such a great situation on the market. I think I'm gonna win. Great. I won quite convincingly this time. Friends, as you can see on the platform now, in this case I would open a position in the upward direction with a 2 minute time interval while there is a red candle, but today I finished trading and therefore I will refrain. As I discussed and evaluated during the video, both indicators play a rather big role in the method, and the combined action of both indicators at the same time determines what time interval I open a position in specific situations. I hope I have discussed specific situations in quite details. I wish you the best trading days and see you in the next video. Thank you so much.